Hello everybody, myself Amit Chaudhuri, your mathematics teacher. So today we are going to discuss about basic geometry. Okay? So first we have to learn about the point. So what is point? Point is the exact location in a space. So, to locate a particular position of any object, we use the point. For example, you see the stars are there in space, or if you see it's a board, that is the end point of that board. This is the joining of the two lines, it means a point. So, point actually gives us the exact location in the space. Now the point, it has only the position, but it has no dimension. What are the dimensions? Three dimensions are there: length, breadth and the height. So three dimensions are there: length, breadth and height. But for a point, there is only the location is there, only the exact location but no dimension. Now you represent the point by a dot. For example, you want to locate a point here, and always name the point with a capital letter. Do not name the point with a small letter. So this is the right way. If you write the location of the point A, this is the wrong method. Okay, so always locate the point with a capital letter. Is it okay? So point, it is the exact location and it has no dimension. It is represented by a dot. Now if you think about number of points are there. Now if you join all these points, this makes a line. So there are different kinds of the line. This is a straight line and this is a curved line. So all these curved lines also, infinite number of points are there, and in that straight line also there is also infinite number of points. Now here for this today's discussion, we are going to consider the line means the straight line. So if you think about a straight line, so infinite number of points are there. You see that in this drawing some gaps are there. Actually there is no such gaps. So all the points are associated very closely with each other, and if you join all that points, this forms a line. But think about that line, it has only one dimension. Which dimension? That is the length. Line has no width or no height. It has only one dimension. That is the length only. Now this line, how you represent a line? It has no end points. You have to give the two arrows on both sides. Okay, now the line is represented by the letter small l, or you see that small p. These are represented l, p, these are represented the different lines, and all the lines, these are made by the infinite number of points. And you see for a line, there is no end point. So whenever you are going to represent a line, you have to give the arrow in both directions. But if you think about the line segment, what is line segment? Line segment is nothing. That is the two exact position of a point. That means if you locate the two distinct points in a particular line, that is the shortest path, shortest distance in that particular line. Say this line is P. So both side arrows are there. Now if you consider that one point is A and one point is B. So these are the two distinct points on that line P. So AB represents a line segment. Now this line segment, see the difference. In a particular line, there is no end point. For a particular line, it has no end point. But in a line segment, it has two end points. So how you can represent the line segment? Say for this line, say AB. Now give a bar over AB, but do not give the arrow on both sides. AB represents a line segment, or you may represent that line segment in the reverse order. BA and AB, BA or AB, both are represent this particular line segment. Is it clear to all of you? I think you can understand all these things. Now let me discuss the next part. Okay, for example, consider a point O. Now how many lines can pass through that point? Infinite number of points. A, B, C, D, E, F. I'm sorry, because all these are actually represents A, B, C, D, E, F, because this is the same line, B, A, D, C. Okay. So you see, a single point O is there, and infinite number of lines can pass through a single point. Is it okay? Now if you think that the two distinct points, say A and B, so these are the two distinct points. Now if you want to join these 2 points, how many lines are there? Only a single line. So you see, if you want to know the number of lines through a single point, infinite number of lines. But if you think about the 2 distinct points, only and only one line can join the 2 distinct points. Is it clear? Okay. Now think about the 2 lines. Say this is the line L, and say this is the line P. So how many lines are there? Only 2 lines. One is P and another is L. So these 2 lines can intersect only one point. So from this discussion, consider a single point. How many lines can pass through this single point? Infinite number of lines. If you think about the 2 distinct points, how many lines can join the 2 distinct points? Only one line. Now if you think about that the 2 lines, 2 definite lines, but these 2 definite lines can intersect only and only one point, a single point. It is not possible to intersect the 2 different lines more than one point. It's very important point. The 2 different lines can intersect only and only one point only. It is not possible to intersect more than one point for the 2 different lines. Okay. Next is that we have to learn about the plane. So what is plane? If you think about any surface, say this is a blackboard. So here it is a surface. Now if you think about the tabletop, the surface is there. Or if you think about this marker pen, so it's a curved surface. So it's a plane surface. The top of the table, plane surface. But this marker pen, it's a curved surface. So all these surface, whether it may be plane or curved, it has a plane. So now if you think about, so this is the plane. Now this plane, say I am going to represent this plane by means of a drawing. Say this is a plane. Now the thing is that the plane, it can be extended in all the directions. So if you think about this board, so this is a particular size. Now if you think about it, do not think about it's a board, think about it's a plane. Now you can extend the edges of the plane in all the direction. you can extend the edge of the plane in all possible directions. Is it okay? Now, how to represent? You know how to represent a line. Now, how to represent a plane? Whenever you are going to represent a plane, always mark the three different points. Now consider these 3 points A, B, C. Now it's very clear from the figure that these 3 points are not in the same straight line. So whenever you are going to represent a plane, always mark at least 3 points, and these 3 points that should not be lie on the same straight line. Because if you think about this particular drawing, it is not representing a plane. Because how many points are there? Only 2 points. So 2 points cannot represent a plane. So you need at least 3 points. If you place another point P is there and then cover it, then now it represents a plane where the 3 different points are there, A, B and P, and this represents a plane. Okay? So up to this much. Next day we will learn about something more. Okay? Thank you.